The financial crisis is upon us. Companies need bailing out and nations are ready to engage in quantitative easing as we take a look at QE. As central banks of your nation, how much are you going to print to bail out these various companies? Too little and your competitors get the industries and the VPs, but too much and your own country may go bust. Now this one's low complexity, plays 3 to 5, takes about 45 minutes, and we have the designer and the publisher there as well. Get the printing machines ready, here we go. So we have a 4-player setup today, and we've taken out the UK. We've got the US, China, Japan, and Europe here. And quantitative easing, we're printing loads of money, trying to bail out these various industries, and we're scoring a host of points. Now, I'm going to go straight. It's quite a low complexity game, and I brought you guys an overview already. So go and check it out if you want a bit more of the rules explanation straight off. So what have we got then? The first player is this QE marker here, and they are going to reveal a tile, which I've already done. We've got the US, and this industry is manufacturing. So this is what people are trying to attain. Now everyone has got one secret already, so you can see these guys have got this particular industry, and there is a host of industries in play, but those will be kept secret because you're set collecting certain ones and you're trying to get more points than your opponents there. Okay, so they don't know what exactly you're hoping to attain. So we start with this player, and the first thing they're going to do is the opening bid. So they're looking at this tile and they're thinking, right, I'm just going to keep it easy for now. We're going to go 100. So everyone can see this opening bid. Now everyone else secretly is going to be bidding higher or maybe lower, but they can't bid the same as the Europe player here. So maybe this player's going 200. Maybe this player doesn't even want it. And this player's going, right, 400. Now the interesting thing in this game is there's no limit to how much you can bid. But at the end of the game, if you add up all your bids, and you can see it'll say here total spent, you are going to be eliminated if you spend the most. So you have to be in competition with your opponents as to what you are roughly spending. Now this is all secret. So once everyone's made their secret bids, these are all passed to the actual player whose go it is. So you can see here, this is what they're going to receive, all these bids. Now, they're going to look for the highest one. And in this case, we can see the US has 400. So they're going to take this tile here, which was the American manufacturing industry, and they're going to place on the back 400 to remind that player how much they've spent. They'll keep this secret, and then they'll hand that to the US, so they have attained that industry. And the US can then tick off on their board 1 for manufacturing, so they can keep a tally. So then they will erase this here, so that's all gone. This eraser works. And then all the others are going to be erased as well. So that's 200. You then hand these back, and you will be revealing at that particular point in time anyone who has placed a 0. So in this case, China bid 0. And that's important because you actually get points round to round for bidding 0. Only one time only though. So this player is going to tick off round 1, 2 points scored for having played a 0. And they can't play that again in this round. Okay, so that was literally revealing the 0 bids, recording your VP, and that is the end of the sale. We then go to the next auctioneer. Now this little token, this will stay with the players so you can be reminded of when you've gone round a full round there. Okay, so these guys are up, Japan, and they are going to reveal a tile. And we got the opening bid then. So what are they going to bid on this particular tile here? So this is the agricultural sector. How much do they want this tile? So they're going to be sneakily looking at their one. They've already got, what have they got here? Well, I can't tell what that symbol is. Oh yeah, it's a manufacturing. So they've already got a manufacturing. Do they want this particular one? And I should add, actually, you can see the victory points on here you're going to get at the end as well. So this US player is going to get 3 victory points. Now, let me give you a bit of a close-up of actually how you're attempting to score. So you can see on here, you're going to get points awarded for the actual company value at the end, which was this sort of big number here. So they're all going to add up. A 0 bid from round to round is going to get you 2 points. You're going to tally those up. Nationalisation. So you want to be collecting your nation's companies because they're going to multiply, well, not multiply, but get 1, 3, 6, and 10 if you manage to get all 4. You then got monopolisation. So if you have, say, 2 of these financial sector ones, you're getting 3 points, 6 points for 6, and 4 for 10 points. And you work your way down, and equally, diversification. If you have 3 of a different industry, you're going to get 4 points. And if you've got a full set of 4, so you've got 1 each in these industries here, you're going to get 8 points. So you're going to add up all your VPs. And the person who spent the least, so if you've been spending, barely anything, you're going to get 6 points. So you add up all your points, and remember, whoever spent the most is going to be eliminated. And on the 5-player side, you can see there's some slight variations there as well. Right, where were we? So we are revealing the next tile, which is the nation for China, and it's worth 3 victory points. So this player is going to open up the bid, and they kind of gauged last time that they lost it, but they don't know what this player bid. And obviously that player knows they bid 400, and the Europe player knows that they bid 400 as well to win it. But these guys don't know that yet, so they're going to go 200. They really want to win this one. These guys, so that's the opening bid. Every other player simultaneously will then start writing their bid. So Europe knows that the ante might have been up to about 400, and they're like, I really want to win this one. They already have a government tile. And what else are we going to go? Is that a government one? Let's have a look what that symbol was. I think that's a government one. Actually, you shouldn't be using government tiles in this 3-4 player game. That should be another one. Okay, I've accidentally left the government one in. So let's just say they're going to bid 500. Secretly, remember. So that's their bid. They pass this to this player here. They're going to go 1,000. And this player's like, right, I know what I bid last time to win this. Maybe that was too much money. So they're going to go 300 this time. Okay, so that's there. These guys are 200. Well, actually, what am I talking about? Oh, yeah, 1,000. It was the Japanese nation that had been bidding. So that's the opening bid then. Okay, so these are all handed to this player. Now we can see that 1,000 has won the bid. So they're going to take this tile here. They're going to pop 1,000 and they're going to hand that one to the Chinese player, face down, so no one sees what the bid was. And then we're going to erase these. Now, no one else bid 0, so you just remove those, hand them all back, and that was literally it. So let me just get rid of all these. And literally, that's it, folks. You're just going to keep going. This player's acquired that one. You're acquiring all these tiles. I think there's 16 in this sort of 4-player game. A host of them there. Each nation, there's different industries you're trying to acquire. You're adding up these points as you go throughout the game. And then at the end, as I've already explained, whoever's spent the most is out. And it gets fascinating as to how much these bids, each player's trying to gauge what their opponents are going for. Maybe they're bidding in the hundreds, then it's the thousands, the millions. Maybe one player's like, got it completely way off. They've just gone 1 million and every other player's gone for like 10,000. And then all of a sudden you're like, why am I losing all these bids? And then you're upping it to like 10 million. And then you're really trying hard to gauge how much everyone's spent, how much you're going to spend, especially on those last few tiles as you may be trying to make these sort of sets work out for you in the diversification there. And that is it, folks. What a fascinating game. There we are. QE. Enjoy.